inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
select ourselves just right from here. She got a comma on a flyer a week ago. Oh, trust me, she's going to be She still sends me such beautiful notes. I just can't read her handwriting. I struggle with handwriting. I like that you have students sitting in different sections. Yeah, I like it.
Good morning and welcome to the 2023 Averett Athletics Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. Let's meet today's intro for our starting lineup of Hall of Famers. From the class of 2011, he played football at Averett from 2007 to 2011, Albert Brown. From the class of 2017, played men's basketball from 2013 to 2017, Charles Bryant. From the class of 2018, he played men's basketball from 2014 to 2018, James Contreras Jr. From the class of 2011, he played baseball for the Cougars from 2008 to 2011, Adam Higgins. From the women's volleyball program, from the class of 2018, she played for the Cougars from 2014 to 2017, Hannah Shields Contreras. And from the class of 2017, she started on the women's volleyball team from 2014 to 2017, Sarah Smoot. And that is your 2023 Averett Athletics Hall of Fame class. Now please welcome to the stage Averett President Dr. Tiffany Franks.
Welcome home, alumni. Some people leave memories and other people leave legacies. Averett's most elite athletic institution, the Averett Hall of Fame, recognizes the legacies of extraordinary men and women who distinguished themselves as one of the all-time greats to compete at Averett University. Our Athletic Hall of Fame is more than a collection of accolades. It's a showcase of the incredible human spirit, a symbol of determination that drives all of us to greatness. Today we honor the very best Averett student athletes from classes past. To our inductees, you are here today because you left a legacy, a legacy of athletic achievement, physical grace, courage, self-discipline, leadership, and success. You exhibited excellence and extraordinary achievement in athletics, and you've made a difference in the lives of your teammates and the life of this institution, of our alumni, and all who associate with our Averett University family. Now, it's special beyond words to be able to welcome each of you back home and for you to be enshrined in the legacy of this great institution for all time. Now, I have to confess, today is more personal for me than any other Hall of Fame induction, because for each of our inductees that are able to be here, I have been so blessed to have been able to be part of your journey during your career at Averett. Now, I also want to welcome home your families, those who support you, who've walked beside you. They've been a very important part of your success. So welcome back to your families. Now, as a Hall of Fame inductee, you are contributing to Averett sport heritage, what I call the sport story of Averett University and our many athletes, those of the past, the present, and the future who will represent us. You're contributing to the legacy of Averett athletics. And when you step into the Grant Center and you head down that main hallway, I want you to stop and I want you to look at the Board of Achievement for Averett athletics. It's tremendous. And you helped make that story possible. And the foundation is what you've helped establish. That will be built upon year after year after year for current and future Averett Cougars. As president, I couldn't be any more proud of the extraordinary women and men that you are, past and present, like yourselves, who've helped shape the Averett story. So thank you from your entire alma mater for all that you've given. You're among the very special few who are able to leave a lasting legacy, and Averett is so fortunate to be able to call you one of our own. Congratulations again to each of our inductees who we honor today. Your achievements truly serve as inspiration for our current and our future student athletes, reminding them that their dreams and their aspirations are indeed within reach. Now I'm going to ask Joe Franks to come forward now and offer our invocation.
Let us pray. Most gracious and heavenly Father, we come here today in a spirit of gratitude and celebration. We come together to celebrate greatness, the greatness of athletic achievement in Averett history. We come to honor women and men who excelled and brought honor to themselves, their families, and to Averett University. We are grateful to be able to come together once again as an Averett family. We're thankful for Averett University and the opportunities it provides for our students and our student athletes. Bless our Hall of Fame inductees and continue to smile on our beloved Averett. In your loving name we pray. And all the Cougars said, Amen.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you all again for being here to honor the legacy and the success of those who've made Averett's athletic program truly exceptional. Now, someone else who has had a tremendous influence in shaping the Averett athletic story for the past decade is Meg Stevens, Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics and Campus Operations. Now, the impact of her leadership can be felt not only here at home, but literally nationwide, as just this past week, she became the President of Women Leaders in Sports. I couldn't be more proud of her or more thankful for all that she means to Averett University and to all of college sports. So it's with a grateful heart now that I present to you Meg Stevens.
Thank you, Dr. Franks. It's a tremendous opportunity, and especially during this last week, I've had the opportunity to reflect. And very much like our Hall of Famers, it comes to find out that it's not about you. It's about the people you surround yourselves with. I'm sure many of our folks, it's about their teammates, about their families, and those that helped get them there. There's lots of big days in athletics, as all of our student athletes and coaches will tell you. We'll have over 150 home events this year. Everyone's a big day. It's a big weekend. It's homecoming. There are two major events in intercollegiate athletics. Our student athletes now know that the night we celebrate end-of-year achievements, our Night of Champions, is a major event for our athletics department. But the crowning day for an athletics department is its Hall of Fame ceremony. It's recognizing the past, because we wouldn't be where we are if we didn't remember where we came from. Welcome to the 20th induction ceremony of the Averett University Hall of Fame. I'm proud to serve as the Vice President and Director of Athletics here. Whether you're here in person or watching from another city, and we know we have at least 2 Hall of Famers watching from another country, we're excited to come together today to celebrate and induct 7 very deserving former student athletes and 1 coach to our Athletics Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame class is a collective unit excelled in both their respective sports as well as the classroom and far beyond. Today, we build upon a tradition that began 25 years ago when we inducted the first group of former student athletes and administrators into the Hall of Fame. A total of 67 Cougars have been honored since 1998. We are lucky to be joined today by some of those previous Hall of Fame inductees. We also know we have some watching at home. If you are a past Hall of Fame inductee and you are joining us this morning, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for continuing to come home and come back. We're excited to add to that number today and make it 75. And oh, how we've grown as a department. We've grown in sports, we've grown in student athletes, we've grown in teams, we've grown in facilities, and we will continue to build. But we need to remember where we started. Each inductee has made a lasting impression on our university and department and will be remembered in his or her own special way. As a department, our goal is to launch leaders of the future. Today, our current student athletes can see the achievements of their predecessors and know that their experience as a student athlete is preparing them for much more than their next opponent. We're lucky today to be joined by current coaches and current student athletes at Averett University. I hope that they take today and recognize that they stand on the shoulders of those that came before them. As I announce our Hall of Famers individually, I'll ask you to come up, stand next to me side by side, and while you are introduced. Our first inductee today is Albert Brown. Albert was a former football standout at Averett from 2007 to 2011. He was a force to be reckoned with on the defensive line. He was a 3-time USA South All-Conference performer, earning first-team defensive line honors in 2010 and 2011, after being named to the honorable mention team in 2009. As a senior in 2011, he was named a preseason All-America honorable mention team, and then an All-America third team. He was selected to the 2011 D3 Senior Classic, preseason All-America South first team, and participated in the D3 Senior Classic All-Star Game. Albert was named to the Roanoke Times All-State Second Team in 2010 and 2011, as well as the Virginia Sports Information Director's All-State Second Team in 2010. He finished his career with 135 total tackles, including 57 solo tackles and 2.5 sacks, 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 forced fumble, and 2 block kicks in 32 career games. In 2013, Albert was selected to the USA South's 50th anniversary football team. Albert resides in Myrtle Beach with his daughter, Aliana. He is employed by the United States Postal Service as a postal carrier. Please welcome Hall of Famer Albert Brown.
I just want to first thank Averett University for allowing me to be here. Thank you to my family, my support system. They've always been there. I'm pretty sure they always will. To Coach Bolin, you already know what time it is when it comes between me and you. I'm pretty sure if I ask any of these guys, they would say the same thing that I have to say about you. You've always been a stand-up guy. You've been straight up. You took care of me ever since I stepped foot in Danville. Since the first day your best friend brought me here to meet with you. And it's been A1 ever since I stepped foot in Danville. Thank you to everybody that's been a part of my journey. Again, I can't say it enough. Thank you to my family, my brothers, and just thank you, Averett University.
Our next Hall of Fame inductee is Charles Bryant. Charles was a standout on Averett men's basketball team from 2013 to 2017. Charles was the 2016-17 USA South Conference Player of the Year and finished his career as Averett's all-time rebounding leader with 882 boards. He's also 6th all-time in scoring with 1,304 career points in 106 career games. Charles holds records for offensive rebounds in a season, 122, and career, 372. During his senior season, he averaged career best of 17.6 points and 10.4 rebounds a contest. Charles helped Averett win 2 regular season conference titles and was twice named to the USA South All-Conference First Team and earned the USA South All-Tournament Team in 2017. He was selected to the 16-17 D3 Hoops All-South Region First Team and Virginia Sports Information Director's First Team. He totaled 26 double-doubles during his 4 seasons, and he earned All-Tournament Team honors in 3 regular season events, including MVP honors once. Born in Brooklyn, New York, and raised in Sussex, Virginia, Charles earned a USA South Academic All-Conference honors multiple times and was named Averett's 2016 Dr. Tommy Foster Male Student Athlete of the Year. He also earned the Service Award from Averett Athletics Communication Department as a senior. Charles resides in Hampton Roads area with his fiancée, Jasmine, and their daughters, Sage and Cove. He is an IT product owner in Evelyn's Health. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Hall of Famer Charles Bryant.
First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm grateful to even be standing here, being recognized as a Hall of Famer. I'm grateful to everybody driving 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, to be here in the rain just to support all of us Hall of Famers. And I also just want to give a special thank you to Drew Wilson. Honestly, I didn't even realize like the impact of like this award. After reading like what Drew wrote, it just made me think about like the impact that we have. I'm from like a really small area where a lot of people don't really like Hall of Fame, let alone college Hall of Fame. A lot of people don't, that's something that people don't think about. A lot of people from the area don't even think about going to college. So to be here in this situation is great. When I started reading what Drew wrote and just like Coach D was saying and what James was saying, just really, really made me think about like the impact and like the inspiration that we can have like in our neighborhoods. So at this point, I mean, the impact is almost better than any award or accolade. So I just want to say thank you again, guys. And I hope that me being up here can inspire like any small town kids like in this room to like give the inspiration back to our neighborhood. So thank you.
I can never make it through this without crying. Try every year. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is James Contreras. James was a standout on the men's basketball team from 2014 to 2018. James was the 2017-18 USA South Conference Player of the Year and was named D3 Hoops South Region Player of the Year and Virginia Sports Information Director's State Player of the Year as a senior. He was selected to the NABC Division III All-South District First Team and D3 Hoops All-Region First Team. He was also chosen to play in the 2018 Reese's Division III College All-Star Game. James was named a USA South First Team in each of his final 2 seasons and the All-State Team once. He surpassed the 1,000-point milestone, finishing with 1,520 career points, which ranks 3rd in all-time program history. He averaged 14.3 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in over 106 career games, including 23.6 points per game during his senior season. James set the program single-game records for points, 42, and made free throws, 19, and holds the season record for free throws, 188, and attempted 228. He's the only Cougar to score 40 or more points in a single game twice during his career. James helped the Cougars win 2 regular season titles during his 4 seasons. After his senior year, the native of Virginia Beach, Virginia, received Averett's Dr. Tommy Foster Male Student Athlete of the Year Award. Off the court, James earned the USA South Academic All-Conference honors multiple times. James resides in Washington, D.C., with his wife, Hannah, and fellow member of this Hall of Fame class, and daughter, Everly. He is currently stationed at the Marine Barracks, Washington. He's a deputy controller and parade adjutant with the United States Marine Corps. Please welcome Hall of Famer James Contreras.
Good morning. I'm gonna read off my phone because if not, it'll be good. This still doesn't feel real, standing here in front of you all today with all these other Hall of Famers. being back on campus brings back a lot of memories, good and bad, but things have changed since I've graduated. But talking to some athletes and coaches here, it feels like the culture has never changed. It's really neat seeing all the past athletes and then the athletes who are now come together and be like family, like nobody's ever left. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Dr. Franks, Meg Stevens, thank you. Averett as a whole, thank you again for this award. I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this would be possible. He continues to bless me in many ways, even though I don't deserve it. All of my accomplishments in life go to just to glorify him. I'd like to thank Coach Duino, Coach Thompson, Coach Snow, Coach G, Coach Woodmore, and Coach Brackett. Thank you guys for pushing me to my full potential, whether that was in the classroom or on the basketball court. Coach Duino, you were the first coach to not only care about what I did on the basketball court. You went above and beyond to help me not only become a man, but a leader as well. Man, I thought this was going to be easy.
I told you.
No. Between us, we had some good times, some bad ones. But when there was bad ones, you were always there to help me get on my feet. But with those experiences, that helped me not only become the person who I am, but also the father. One. So I thank you for that. I'd like to thank my teammates. This award would not be possible without any of y'all. The early mornings, late nights, competitive practices, especially with Charles Bryant, which were always long, I greatly appreciate it. I wish I could read off every teammate of mine off a list, but I was told I only get 3 to 5 minutes to make this speech. And I thank you. To my family, Dad, thank you. Man, I told myself I wasn't going to cry. Thank you for being a role model. The words of wisdom that you have given me from when I was a child to an adult played a massive part in my life. You always taught me that nothing is ever given, and if you want something, you must put in the work, and when it presents itself, to take it. Not only did I use that to get me through Averett, but I also used that to get me through the military now. Mom, I want to thank you for being the loudest, the most craziest fan I ever had. The sacrifices you made for our family, I greatly appreciate. Every time that Dad deployed, growing up, you had to put on the mom hat and the dad hat. You ensured that myself and Vince, without killing each other, were at our sporting events, whether that was in the same location or not. We never had to worry because we knew that you always had a plan to get us there. Due to those sacrifices, it allowed Vince and I to live our dream and to become college athletes here at Averett. I'd like to thank my younger brother, Vince. Vince and I were very competitive growing up, and we hated losing. There was multiple arguments, and there was sometimes we actually fought. Sorry, Mom and Dad. A lot of things were broken, and fans mainly, right? But the biggest blessing in playing a sport is doing it with your brother or sister. I will always cherish the moments we had playing here at Averett. Brandon Baker. The passion, everything that you went through not only showed me how to become a better person, better friend, and better teammate. Me and you've been through a lot, through high school, Averett, travel ball, and then now. The biggest moment of my life playing basketball was our senior year here at Averett. Brandon did not play his sophomore, junior year because of health issues. His freshman year, he got mad because he couldn't beat somebody in three-point shooting, even though I didn't shoot three-pointers. So he broke his hand. All right, so that's Brandon. That's his issues. But he had health issues. So senior night of our senior year, he dressed out. We drew up a play, and the main thing I remember from being here at Averett is coming off that screen. You know, I had tunnel vision, right? I didn't like to pass it. So coming off that screen and seeing you in that corner, throwing it to you, and you drilling that first shot. So I thank you for those memories. Well, I did have in here that I'm not an emotional person, but I guess that was a lie. But when I do talk about my two girls, it changes. I have one more person that I like to thank. She is the most important person in my life. She's the smartest, most caring, absolute best wife, and an awesome mother. She taught me about faith. She helped me get saved back in 2017 and showed me what real love is. I would not be standing here in front of you if it wasn't for her. So with that being said, Hannah, I love you and thank you. Thank you for always being my rock and helping me get to my goals. And I thank God every single day for allowing you and I to raise our daughter, Averett. Again, I'd like to thank Averett University for putting on such a special moment, and sorry for my emotions coming on out. But I do appreciate it. Again, Dr. Franks, Meg Stevens, and Averett Athletics. Thank you.
Our next Hall of Fame inductee is Adam Higgins. Adam was a standout on the Averett baseball team from 2008 to 2011. A center fielder and a leadoff hitter from Quinton, Virginia, Adam is a three-time All-Conference selection, earning USA South Conference first-team accolades in 2010 and 2011, after earning second-team in 2008. He also earned the American Baseball Coaches Association All-South Region third-team honors in 2011 and was named the Virginia Sports Information Director's All-State second team in 2010. Adam finished his career ranked first in program history in hits, 225, runs scored, 169, stolen bases, 91, and total bases, while ranking third in batting average at 371. Never hitting below 345 in any of his 4 seasons. Adam also finished his career with the program's single-season record for at-bats, runs scored, and stolen bases, and held single-game records for runs scored, stolen bases, and triples, also a USA South record. He also finished his career with 37 doubles, 8 triples, 6 homers, and 67 runs batted in 150 games. Off the field, Adam earned all academic, all-conference honors multiple times. In 2014, Adam was named to the USA South's 50th anniversary team for baseball. Adam resides in Mechanicsville, Virginia, where he works in waste management as a gas operations supervisor. I present to you Hall of Famer Adam Higgins.
Weird being up here in front of the mic. Just got a few thank yous to say. First off, Ed Fulton. He was head coach while I was here, and I just want to thank him for putting up with me for years. My teammates know I was not the easiest person to tolerate at times, but he made a man out of me, and I want to thank him for that. Next, his dad, Frank Fulton, who passed away within a year of me graduating, for the countless nights hitting bat in practice in his cage at his house, and the much-needed behind-the-scenes work it took to get me where I am. George Fisher, for pointing me in the direction of Averett in the first place. I wasn't going to go to college. I was just going to go to work. And he convinced me to come down here and take a look, and here I am. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through the years and dealing with me with my rants when there was a bad game, and there were a few. And I'd also like to thank my teammates and roommates. Some of them are here today. And, you know, the experiences we had off the field meant just as much, if not more to me than what took place on the field. And I'd like to thank them for that. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Our next Hall of Fame inductee is watching us online. He coached cross country from 1993 to 99, and again from 03 to 04. Please give a round of applause to Hall of Fame inductee David Pavord.
Greetings, Averett from Helsinki, Finland. I would like to start by thanking Averett University and Averett Athletics for enshrining me today into the Sports Hall of Fame. This is something that I never thought I would achieve It's a really great honor to be accepted and enshrined into the Averett Athletic Hall of Fame. I would like to start off by thanking the athletic director which hired me, Vesa Hiltunen. When I found out that they were starting a cross-country team, I was a graduate student at Averett University. I had just graduated from Lynchburg University, where I had run cross-country. So I went in to talk to Vesa to see about running on the team the following year because I still had 1 year of eligibility left. We had a good conversation, and then I went home, and later that evening, he called me and said, I have a better idea. How about you coach? And I was kind of taken aback about this because who takes a chance on a 23-year-old to head up a brand new cross-country program at a university? It kind of made me stop and think. Then I thought about it. I said, I'd rather coach than run. And so I'd really like to thank Vesa for taking that opportunity, or giving me that opportunity, taking that chance. Something I'll never forget, and will always, always be grateful for him to giving me that chance. I guess maybe it was my young age, but I didn't know any better. This was all something very exciting to me. Here I was, a young guy in charge of a brand new program. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to succeed. And one of the things I'm most proud about is during my time at Averett coaching, the women's team never finished below second in the conference championship. That's something I'm really proud of. And to be honest, I have to give all the credit to the athletes that I coached over the years, because without the athletes, coaches are pretty lonely people. We really, the athletes do the work. We just try to guide them the best we can, and we hope for the best results that we can get. And I was fortunate enough to have some truly remarkable people run for me over the years, several of which I'm still in contact with today and have maintained long-lasting friendships with. So thank you, Vesa, for giving me that opportunity. I'd also like to thank my parents. They were very supportive throughout my entire running career and then as a coach. I'm not sure they quite understood it all the time, the coaching. They wanted me to, at first, go into teaching. And my dad didn't quite understand at first, but then after a while, he realized how much I enjoyed it, and he told me never give up on the coaching. Always keep on coaching. So I've been fortunate enough that my coaching career has taken me from Averett University to a local high school, and then I was able to continue coaching here in Finland for a while. But I couldn't have done it without the support of my parents and my family and mentors like Vesa and Dr. Foster and Dr. George in the education department. They helped me quite a bit. So once again, thank you, Averett University, for this tremendous honor.
I want to make sure you truly understand all that Coach did. David helped the Cougars programs achieve new heights during the 1990s. He was named the USA South All-Conference Coach of the Year for women's cross country in 1996 and 1997, leading the Cougars women's program to the top spot in the conference both years with an official championship in 1997. David restarted the men's program in 1993 and helped start the women's program in 1994. He coached both programs through '99 and returned to coach the men's team in 2003 and 2004, while his wife Katri coached the women. During his tenure, the men's team made 4 NCAA regional appearances, and the women's team made appearances in 2 seasons. He also had individuals compete in 2 other NCAA regionals on the men's side and 4 times on the women's side. He produced 2 women's USA South Runners of the Year, 17 all-conference performers on the women's side, and 10 all-conference performers on the men's side. David resides in Helsinki, Finland, with his wife, Katri, also a two-time graduate of Averett, his daughter, Johanna, and his son, Timo. He currently teaches the 4th grade. Congratulations to David, the newest member of our Averett Athletics Hall of Fame. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is Hannah Shields Contreras. Hannah was a standout for the women's volleyball program from 2014 to 2017. A 4-time AVCA All-America selection. She earned 2nd team honors in 2016 and 3rd team in 2017 after receiving honorable mention her first 2 seasons. Hannah was a 4-time AVCA All-Region selection and 2014 AVCA Regional Freshman of the Year. Hannah was selected as the 2014 USA South Rookie of the Year and then was named the USA South Player of the Year in each of her final 3 seasons and earned a spot on the USA South All-Tournament team 3 times. Other honors include being a 2-time State Player of the Year, the State Rookie of the Year, and a 4-time All-State First Team selection. Her name is etched into the USA South and Averett record books while helping the Cougars win 3 regular season conference season titles. She owns the USA South career record for kills, 2,542, and kills per set, 4.77, the league's single match, season, and career records for attempts and the conference mark for career sets played. In addition to owning Averett's kills mark, she finished 5th all-time in digs, 1,603. She finished with 3.01 digs per set and 119 career blocks, with 232 service aces in 533 sets over 147 matches. She earned academic All-America 2nd team honors in 2017 and was 2-time academic All-District honoree in 2015 and 17. She earned academic All-State All Honors 3 times and the USA South Academic Conference all 4 years. Her other honors include being a 2-time recipient of Averett's Barbara Kushibar Female Student Athlete of the Year Award, in addition to numerous USA South Player of the Week honors during her 4 seasons. Hannah resides in Washington, D.C. with her husband and fellow Hall of Famer and her daughter, Everly. She's taken a break from teaching to be a stay-at-home mom with her daughter. Please welcome Averett Hall of Famer Hannah Shields Contreras.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to make it through my speech after seeing and hearing everything my husband had to say, but I will do my best. Let's see. Good morning. I'd like to give a formal congratulations to all the other inductees. It's been so cool reading your feature stories this week leading up to this weekend and listening to you speak today. Thank you all for coming to celebrate with us. It truly is an honor to be here and to see everyone here in attendance. You're probably going to hear me say support too many times during this speech, but it's so true because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for all this support from all the people that I'll mention today. First, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for even giving me the ability to play volleyball. James 1:17 says, "Every good and perfect gift is from above." I believe this to be true, and it's all because of him that I received this award and any other accomplishment. I will thank many other people through this speech, but please know all glory is directed right to him. I never planned to go to Averett, not in a bad way, but it just wasn't an option in my brain, I guess. I'd gone to Averett's volleyball camps, played for Coach Miller during other camps and travel seasons, and I'd of course been on the campus as many times as I can remember with my dad. My sophomore to senior year of high school, I would tour school after school for volleyball, and nothing felt right. It wasn't until Averett Scholarship Day that I came on the campus, and it registered to me that Averett was actually a college that I could attend and was worth looking into. A weekend after a tournament, my senior year, I decided, and it just felt right to me that that's where I needed to be, and I committed to Coach Miller. I had many coaches throughout middle and high school, but there was always one constant, Coach Miller. I know many of you know Coach Miller for the legendary coach that he is and was, but it was an honor to play for him for 4 years. It's even more of an honor to know that he invested in my playing abilities for many years prior to the 4 years in college that I played for him. Coach Miller, thank you for making me so much of the player that I was, for pushing me, always believing in me, trusting me, and having an open office door always. I was already competitive, but you transitioned me into a college-level competitor very early on in my career. Your expectations for myself and our team were at the highest level, and it shows from all our success. I would have never had the individual successes I had if it weren't for him and my team. It's so cool to walk in the Grant Center and see our banners and reminisce about the good times that we had on the court there. Being on the volleyball team and in the athletics family in general brought me some of the best friends and lifelong people that many are here today, and I'm so thankful for that. Another important person I met through Averett is my husband, James. Similar to me thinking I'd never come to Averett, I never thought I'd marry him. Never say never, I guess, because I'm so lucky to have been with him since my sophomore year. He showed up to almost every game, cheered, encouraged me, challenged me, and was there for me for every high and low, and still is. I'm overjoyed to be inducted alongside him, even though he is a far better athlete than I am. He beats me at every sport, board game, competition we try to have, most of which are pretty heated because if you know either of us, you know how competitive we are. We joke about whether or not our daughter is going to be just as competitive as us and will fight over Uno, or Contreras' favorite, or whether she'll want absolutely no part of it and just be very peaceful, even-tempered. James was and is the best father, husband, and life partner I could ever dream of. We've each had lots of big moments in our time together, but the best part is just the fact that I get to share all of them with you. You work so hard for our little family and always put us first. Thank you for all you do for us. I love you. On a recent trip back to my parents' house, we got out some old VHS tapes, and this one cut over to my dad holding me when I was probably about a month old. He said they'd just gotten home from watching my cousin play a championship in volleyball, and I quote, he said, "Maybe one day we'll see Hannah win a couple of those too." Little did we know that volleyball would become such an important part of our family. Excuse me. My mom, dad, and I had the best times in high school riding to and from practices, games, and tournaments together. We had many laughs, some tears, but made the best memories that I'll cherish forever. They mean so much more now that we've moved away and I don't get to see them as often. But it was so nice to spend 4 extra years with my family here at Averett at our hometown university. They sacrificed so much of their own time and money to watch me play volleyball for so many years. And I don't think they realize how much I appreciate their love, prayers, and support. I knew I could always look in the stands and see my mom cheering and find my dad with his iPad recording. So that brings me to my dad. From the time I could lift it, he had a tennis racket in my hand. He was coaching me up to win the U.S. Open. But unfortunately, the older I got, the less interested I became in tennis. Probably because of so much time I spent sitting on the Averett courts in the unbearable heat, freezing cold, waiting to go home. So I chose an indoor sport, volleyball, that he knew nothing about, but he reached out to Coach Miller for resources and studied the sport to give me the best possible chance of succeeding. We spent countless hours in the gym doing drills, playing games, and hitting again and again and again. But more than anything, we had a lot of fun together. I'll be honest, the teenager in me did not want to spend every afternoon in the gym with my dad. But somehow he found a way to get me there. If it weren't for his selfless dedication to improving my game, I would not be standing here. And then my mom. She didn't coach or play a sport at Averett like my dad and I did, but she was always there supporting us to her fullest. She was always doing something to make sure I had everything I needed and more, whether it was a delicious meal ready on the table when Dad and I got home from the gym, a refilled water bottle, a snack. I mean, I could go on about all the things that she did. Shoulder to cry on, ear to vent to. She's so hardworking, selfless, generous, kind, and I could go on. But, Mom, you deserve to be in this Hall of Fame more than Dad and I. But you are number one in our family's Hall of Fame. So you may not have a plaque, but it doesn't matter because we love you so much. You are so much of why I succeeded on the court, but also why I am the woman, mother, and wife I am today. So thank you. A few more people I need to thank are Meg and Dr. Franks. First, thank you both for all you do for me at Averett and what you continue to do for this school. It's amazing to see the growth here. Meg, I learned so much from you through captain's meetings. I don't know if you guys still do those, but they were very special to me. Thank you for encouraging me and developing me as a leader. And Dr. Frank, seeing you and Joe cheering us on during games was always so special. And we knew even when you couldn't be there, you were cheering for us. You always make us feel like family when we're back here, and we really appreciate that. I can't thank everyone who has helped me, because we wouldn't make it to the football game tonight. But I need to mention my assistant coaches, faculty, mentors, professors, and the sports information staff. The list could go on and on because at Averett, everyone felt like family, and everyone supported each other like family. I feel like I should do as Katie did in the iconic movie Mean Girls, and give a piece of this award to everyone who supported me throughout my career. Because I truly am so thankful for each and every one of them for influencing the player I was. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Our next inductee today is Sarah Smoot. Sarah was a standout on the Averett women's volleyball program from 2014 to 2017. Sarah was a 2017 academic All-America third-team selection by the College Sports Communicators while earning academic All-District honors 3 times and the Virginia State Sports Information Director's academic All-State 3 times. Sarah was a 4-time All-Conference performer on the court, earning USA South Honorable Mention honors in 2014 and 2015. USA South First Team East Division in 2016, and the USA South Second Team East Division in 2017. In 531 sets, over 147 matches, she totaled 1,326 kills, 8th all-time in program history, for 2.50 kills per set, with 492 digs and 81 total blocks, while mainly playing on the front row. Sarah helped the Cougars win 2 regular season conference championship crowns. A native of Randleman, North Carolina, Sarah earned USA South Academic All-Conference honors all 4 years and received the Mary C. Fugate Award for the bachelor's graduate with the highest grade point average from Averett upon graduation in December 2017. Sarah resides in Greensboro, North Carolina, where she works as a physician assistant at Cone Health. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Hall of Famer Sarah Smoot.
Good morning, everyone. I cannot even begin to express how honored I am to be here today. To say this is surreal would be a massive understatement. I owe so much to this university and to the people who are in this room today. Words cannot even begin to express my gratitude. For those of you who remember, I walked onto this campus for the first time 9 years ago, a shy and homesick kid who even got left at North Campus for the first day of camp because I was off crying in the bathroom. That kid would have absolutely panicked at the thought of giving this speech today. But you guys embraced me with endless love and support and helped me walk out confident and sure of myself and able to accomplish more than I ever thought possible. I truly don't think I could have done it without Averett, and even more specifically volleyball. But who am I kidding? I'm still panicking about the thought of giving this speech today. First of all, thank you so much to the Hall of Fame committee who put in all the work to make this day possible. You guys have really gone above and beyond to make us feel special. To all my fellow inductees, it is truly an honor to share this stage with so many Averett legends. I certainly could not have gotten here on my own, and I want to make sure I thank everyone who helped me along the way. To all my teammates, many of which have become lifelong friends, you all played a key role in getting me here today, and thank you so much for always picking me up on the worst days and cheering me on in the best days. Together, we made Averett part of the elite and accomplished feats such as 3 conference championships in 4 years and an undefeated conference record my senior year. Those achievements could not have been reached if it wasn't for Coach Miller and all of the GAs who pushed us day in and day out and gave 100% to make our program the best. Coaches that never settled for anything but our best and never let us get complacent. You also can't talk about Averett Athletics without mentioning Meg Stevens, who is a big reason why I came to Averett in the first place. The effort she puts in every single day to make Averett Athletics and the university the best is absolutely amazing, and the passion that she gives makes you want to be better in all aspects of your life. To my parents, who taught me everything I know about the sport of volleyball, you gave me this love for the game. To my mom, who's always been my biggest motivator, and always listened to me and offered her endless support, and could always be counted upon to get the fans involved in a clutch AU chant. To my dad, who regardless of the weather, and even a hailstorm once, would always sacrifice his afternoon and weekends to hit balls in the backyard until past dark. Even when he had his own responsibilities, he drove me to practices and tournaments and even coached years of travel sports, which honestly I have a newfound appreciation for as an adult. I now know how exhausting a workday can be. None of this could have been possible if not for my dad, and so I hope he knows how endlessly grateful I am. To the sport of volleyball that has taken me to places I never thought possible, volleyball has been an outlet for me on my worst days and has given me so much joy in my life. When I graduated from Averett, I thought my days of volleyball were behind me, but even now it has found its way back into my life. It has connected me with my community and even led me to find my doubles partner, John, who has become my partner in life as well. Looking back, it is unbelievable the doors this game has opened for me. And lastly, I want to thank my late grandfather, Al, the original Smoot volleyball player, the man who in his 90s still never missed a home game, who could notoriously be seen with his head in his hands after every single missed serve, but could also be seen with his hands up, cheering us on through every point. My best friend and my biggest cheerleader on the court and also in life. I definitely wouldn't be the same if not for him. Thank you.
Our final inductee today is Averett Voutilainen-Viskari. Averett, I've been practicing that with our Finnish students for days. Unfortunately, Averett is not able to join us today, but is watching online. She's happy to join us through video.
Hello, Averett University community, and greetings from Finland. It's an honor to be nominated to the Hall of Fame and a big surprise to me. Unfortunately, I am unable to travel to the US at this time, but I was asked to record a short greetings to you. Yesterday, I was thinking about my time at Averett, and I remembered that I have some rings from the conference championships, and I actually did not remember that I had 4 of them, 4 rings in total. There seems to be one for tennis from 1995, and then 1996 seemed to be a quite good year. I have 2 rings, one for tennis and one for cross country. And then 1 tennis ring also from 1997. So a long time ago, a long time has passed, but here they are still. I'm saving them, and I'm trying to see what they say, what is imprinted in the rings. So they are very nice memories, but really I don't remember anything about the tennis matches or individual matches or even the conference championships. I really remember more the people that I met and got to know in both the tennis team and the cross-country team. And I think that's more important to me. And belonging to a team when I arrived from another country to the US was very important for integration and making friends and belonging to some group, and a great group it was. They were. I must take a moment to thank people who have been the most influential in my life, and especially during this time when I decided to study at Averett. So first, I would like to thank my dear husband Pertti, who was then in the 1990s my boyfriend, and he actually had this idea that why don't you come with me and we can go to Averett and to play tennis and study at the same time. And it was a crazy idea. I had never thought about something like that, but thanks to him, we did it together, and we ended up living in the US for over 15 years, and our 2 boys were born in the US as well. And we moved back to Finland actually in 2010. So we have been living now in Finland for quite a long time as well. But it was a wonderful time for both of us, and we became adults during that time. Of course, I should also thank my parents. They said immediately that of course you have to go, and of course you need to go and study in the US, and there's no question about it. So thanks to them, everything became possible. Otherwise, of course, I couldn't have gone, and they supported me all the way through. Then a special person, Coach Vesa Hiltunen, of course, has been an instrumental person in my life, and the lives of so many other students and student athletes from Finland and from many other countries as well. So Coach Vesa, thank you so much for the opportunity and for shaping my life as well. Then 2 persons that I have very fond memories, Coach Barbara Kushubar and Coach Bobby Shields, of course. We met quite many hours on tennis court together with the team. It was experience of a lifetime, and playing tennis every day, what I love to do, doing sports otherwise as well, and having a very well organized team and a very good team spirit was very, very important to me. And then in the end, we were also very successful, as you can see from here. So of course, the experience was wonderful. And then, as I said, I also belong to the cross-country team. So I would like to thank my coach, Dave Pavord, who is also one of the inductees today at the same time with me. And sorry, I almost never made it to the practice. As you know, I have said this many times to you that the tennis practice was always at the same time. So that was a problem. But nevertheless, I tried my best and tried to run very fast whenever I had a chance to compete in the team. Still to this day, our families meet up here in Finland. So Dave and Katri Pavord are our family friends. They live in Finland nowadays. And also another family, Elina Lehtinen, whose maiden name was Tolppa at that time, who was my doubles partner during the last year that I was at Averett, and her husband Petteri Lehtinen, who also studied at Averett. So we still see each other, and we are family friends, and so this is how far the friendship has carried all the way from Averett times. What is also very nice is that Averett has maintained the alumni network in Finland for all these years. And I am wearing today the alumni pin even because I'm proud to be an alumni. And just a few months ago, we had a meeting in Helsinki and had visitors from Averett, and we were able to hear all the new plans that Averett has, all the construction that is going on, and also news from Danville. I wish you the best homecoming weekend to the whole community, and especially I would like to wish good luck to the tennis teams because they are going to have a match today, apparently against Emery and Henry. So I know you will win, of course. Thank you for this honor, and I wish you a successful weekend for the homecoming. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
When she was here. She became Averett's first ever conference tournament champion at #1 singles, winning and earning first team all-conference in singles in 1995 and 1996, while winning the #2 singles title in 1997. She also won #1 doubles titles in the conference and earned first team doubles accolades all 3 years she played. During her final season, she and fellow Averett Athletics Hall of Famer were ranked #12 in the South region by the ITA. She finished her career with a singles record of 34-20, a doubles record of 44-13, as Averett won the conference title in all 3 seasons she played. Marette earned all-conference first team in singles and doubles in each of her 3 seasons. She also earned all-conference second-team honors with Averett's cross-country team program in 1996 after finishing 8th in the conference championship with a time of 23:52, which is impressive considering she was at tennis practice. It's really good to run that fast. It's pretty impressive. A native of Finland, she graduated in 3 years. In 2013 and 14, she was named to the USA South's 50th anniversary team for both tennis and cross country. Marette lives in Finland with her husband, also a graduate, Pertti, a men's tennis All-American at Averett, and 2 sons, Milo and Wilmer. She works as director of HAMK Global at Hame University in the Applied Sciences. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us today, but please give Averett a round of applause. Let's hear it for your 2023 members of the Averett Athletics. At Averett, we talk a lot about family and the Averett family. So it's worth noting today has a few additional surprises, some of which you're hearing about. It's worth noting that this year's Hall of Fame made some history. Hannah and her father, Bobby, a member of the Hall of Fame in 2015, have become the first father-daughter Hall of Famers at Averett. Congratulations. Hannah and her husband, James, are the first husband-wife members of the Hall of Fame. What an awesome accomplishment for your families. On behalf of Averett student athletes, coaches, administrators, staff, alumni, and Cougar fans throughout the world, thanks for joining us to celebrate one of Averett Athletics' biggest days. If I could ask a favor and go off script, which drives Drew Wilson absolutely crazy, could I ask that we bring up all the lights? One of the things that I hope that our Hall of Famers and our families notice is that the invitation goes out to our current student athletes, coaches, and staff. For our current student athletes, will this be you? Do you have the opportunity to do this? And what are you doing to make it happen? The next piece that I hope you take from what you heard is these folks may not remember every game they played. In fact, they probably don't. They're going to win some and they're going to lose some. But they remember the friends they made. They remember their teammates. They remember the support they had. They remember the love they have for this university. And they remember that it's bigger than just sport. What you do is more than just sport. And we need to remember every day, Averett is different. Averett is special. Averett is a home and a family. That's what makes it so proud to induct folks into a Hall of Fame where they will be ever remembered. But think about how many coaches. Think about how many coaches these Hall of Famers talked about. This is my opportunity to talk about our coaches. Whether it was Bobby Shields, or David Duino, or the incomparable Danny Miller. Coaches change lives. And at this level, it's not to be on ESPN, and it's not to raise $1 million. It's because we love working with 18 to 22-year-olds. We love shaping lives. We love growing young people. And what's so fun for us is watching what you have grown into. I'm proud. Averett is proud. And it is a great day for Averett when we get to celebrate that. Thank you to the staff. It doesn't, right, these events don't just happen. I happen to be the one who stands up and gives a speech on days like today, but truthfully, it's the people behind the scenes. To Drew Wilson and our sports communications staff, I can't thank you enough. Folks, please give them a round of applause. For our current student athletes and current coaches, never forget where we came from. We stand on the shoulders of those that came before us. You weren't in those vans. You weren't in the hand-me-down uniforms. You weren't in the New Balance cleats. What we have today is because of who helped us get here. Again, whether that was staff or stuff. She's just excited because she's coming to Averett, just so you know. We're recruiting her early. For details today, it is homecoming weekend. There is a lot going on. So some instructions and some reminders. Following the ceremony, we ask each of our Hall of Fame inductees to please join us on stage for a group photo. And of course, we hope to see you all at North Campus this afternoon for our homecoming tailgate. We have a lot of fun things planned, including a live band leading up to the 4 p.m. football game, followed by the women's soccer match at 7:30. Unfortunately, tennis has been postponed today due to the weather. But please make sure you see tennis next time they're at home. For those of you who are watching this at home, who can't make it to games on season or games in person, we hope you can cheer on your Cougars by watching live streams of all of our events on the Averett Sports Network. Now, please welcome Joe Franks, who will lead us in the singing of our Averett alma mater, which is printed on your program. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
How about stand with me and let's sing the alma mater.
Hall of Famers, please join us on stage.
Oh, those two there. Oh, I thought they were going to remember. That was great. I thought it was really good.